Well, hello there. I'm the old Growler. Welcome to Meeting Expectations. But what we do here is we take a look at a can of beer, a bottle of beer, sometimes a wine or a spirit might drop by. We're all friends in fermentation. We take a look at the label, we read everything on the label, we take a look at the artwork, we crack it open and see if it meets expectations, what they're trying to sell us, huh? All right, well, first of all, though, we always serve our beers at the correct temperature. Lagers should be 37 to 47 degrees Fahrenheit, and ales should be 50 to 55 degrees Fahrenheit. The folks at ThermalWorks sent me one of their lollipop thermometers. I use that to test the temperature of all of the beers we try here. Also, we always use the same glassware for all of our tastings. That way nobody has a leg up when it comes to clarity or aromatics. And when it comes to aromatics, well, a lot of folks, when they do a tasting, they will take a look, they will sniff, they will sip, and they will pontificate. Well, I'll pontificate, but I sip first. Why? Wine expert Fred Dax will explain it all to you. He does a lot better than I do. All right, well, what do we have here? We had a little bit of a hint earlier. It says there's a Festbier. Okay, this is Eredita. E-R-E-D-I-T-A, Eredita Festbier, $5.99 at a local brew barrel. Ingredients: water, barley, German hops, yeast. Festbier is our take on Germany's beloved style, served annually during Bavaria's multi-week Oktoberfest. You will find our interpretation imports crackery notes of bread and mild sweetness, accompanied by a soft mouthfeel and high drinkability. We were excited to brew this beer, and we are even more excited to share it with you now. Okay. A government warning: according to the Surgeon General, I should not be a pregnant woman operating heavy machinery. Okay, perishable, keep cold, drink fresh. Designed by, it looks like Newman. Brewed and packaged by 12%, North Haven, Connecticut, for Eredità Beer, LLC, 4.8% alcohol by volume. That's what I just read. All right, well, let's see. No, this is more. It even goes even further here. All right. Eredita is the Italian translation of the word legacy. Coming from an Italian-American family, honoring our heritage is as much about the past as the future. Eredita is the actualization of teaching instilled through us, through our life experiences, self-cultivation, and more importantly, the values bestowed upon us by our family and friends. Embrace the past, transform the future. Papillo. Wow, that's a lot of stuff on a label. All right, what are we expecting? We're expecting an Oktoberfest-style beer, which would be slightly sweet, with just a little bit of hops on it, a dark bronze color. Let's crack it open and see if it meets those expectations. Well, that's the lightest colored Fest beer I have ever seen. So, disappointment number one. All right, well, it is a lager, so it should be between 37 and 47 degrees, and it is 48 degrees, just slightly 1 degree above. We'll let it go. Well, it doesn't look like a Fest beer. Let's see if it doesn't taste like a Fest beer. Cheers. Well, it's got that touch of sweetness, I'll give it that. But it doesn't have that base of roasted malt that you should find in a Fest beer that they're talking about Oktoberfest style. So the color is certainly not up to the color that it would be because of having the roasted grain in it. The flavor does not reflect a roasted grain that is not in it. The sweetness is a little bit there, and the hops, well, Let's see what the olfactory for friends have to say about it. It's very light. I mean, that's very, 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 very light. So it's a refreshing beer. But if you didn't tell me, I'd probably think this would be an American lager. So does Eredita Festbier, in cooperation with their friends there in Connecticut. Does it meet expectations? I'm afraid not. It definitely doesn't. That happens every once in a while, huh? If you enjoyed this presentation, please click on the subscribe button and the bell. That way you won't miss any of our presentations. A thumbs up would be great. A comment would be fine. Pass us around to your friends, share us, and comment in the box below. We'd really appreciate that. I'm Pete LaFrance, the Old Growler, hoping all of your beers meet expectations.